Shady. Here we are on the eve of Valentine's night, where all the meals come out and people pull out the chocolates and they indulge. They liquor up and they have all the alcohol. They have all this food that is tempting us, all this bad food. And 90% of Americans that go to the restaurants, they're gonna eat everything on their plate. And then they're gonna have a drink on top of that. Maybe they're gonna have a dessert afterwards. Add an appetizer. Now we are at 2,000 calories. So the problem is, when you go out to the restaurant, you have a tough decision. And all you have to do is eat the appetizer. Maybe you can have one drink. Try not to select a big margarita because that's filled with sugar. You can have maybe a beer, a glass of wine. But when that meal comes, don't try to eat the whole thing. Maybe eat half of it, save the rest for the next day. It's a healthy food, right? Because you chose healthy. So that can be your meal for the next day. And then when dessert comes, you can split the dessert between you and your partner. So the calories we can actually cut in half, maybe down to 1,000. And if we chose healthy choices, we can cut that down to about 500. Now, if you go to a steakhouse, if you had steak, a potato, appetizer, dessert, drink, just the steak alone is going to be 400 to 500 calories. So be careful, choose wisely. But here is the deal with cheat meals and some of those desserts maybe that you want to have throughout the rest of your life. And all it is about knowing what calories are in that food, or estimate. There are apps out there for calorie counters, but here's the deal. You can have a cheat meal. You just have to stay under a certain calorie. So I would recommend trying to stay under 400 calories for that cheat meal, and you can do it. So if you want to go out and have some chicken wings with the family and some French fries and you want to have a drink, instead of ordering up to 10, 15 chicken wings, you can only order half, and you can have sweet potato fries, and you can have that drink. When it comes to cheap meals with drinks, remember, red wine is full of antioxidants, flavonoids, and it is resveratrol rich. So it actually helps reduce all those inflammation, and it's gonna help thin your blood so your nutrients can get to your cells a little bit faster. So if you take a hose and you crimp it down, now you have a small, but when you have a lot of NO foods and you have wine, now you have good blood, and resveratrol is getting to the cells. So that is cheat meals. Be careful with your selection tonight. Take care of your spouse. Hug them, touch them, because it is oxytocin and it's about support. So happy Valentine's Day. Extreme E's, Coach Rick Shady, out.